venture down into this cavern because nothing but the sound of riches and gold sounds like the best thing for anyone to go after. Hills, being a journeyman treasure hunter, absolutely senses the gain there is to have the further he goes in. Meanwhile, Hazel is open to the idea as long as it takes her somewhere new and somewhere she can search for her elusive brother. And well, Miss Ellie, as long as she gets a good snack and a little bit of honey here and there, she can do her own little chewy moans and groans, she'll be content. Sharpen her claws once in a while through the hide of an enemy, but otherwise, content. You have a large Goliath figure hanging out with you all. You hired him originally as a helping hand. I don't know if he's still on payroll or if he's now considered a member of free volunteerism, but we'll get into that details later. I'll ask if he has a 1099 or other. But yeah, I don't know where that ended up, if he's still in employment. Let's not remind him. There you go. Yeah, let's just let him keep working that. I like that idea. But yeah, so he's somewhere in that spectrum. Meanwhile, soon to be met is an individual no one anticipates. Someone choosing to take a nice little slumber in the carcass of another. A creature who is not unaware of what death is or can be, but more or less permitted to enjoy these things with a bit more freedom than others, as they can swiftly move and agilely maneuver around that of a scene with ease. That'll be Orlston once he makes his way into his debut. Meanwhile, let me get this message out to our good friend Rolling real quick. Tills, I forget. How long have you been playing D&D?
What was it, 2024? A good six-ish, maybe more years.
Nice, okay. And then for you, Hazel, or?
2, maybe, when starting knowing.
Right about.
Yeah, 2 years.
Nice. Eric is just getting his feet wet. Eric, you said you had 2 sessions prior?
I did 2 one-shots.
2 one-shots. You survived in mine. Did you survive in the other one?
Yeah, it was it was like baby's first game.
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Well, you're starting in a hot seat today, and they just awakened something probably dangerous, so everyone's about to get killed by an accident. But we'll see who walks out of here with everyone else's loot.
TBK.
In the unplanned absence of Rolly, I will have his character present. I'll act as him in favor of you guys, of course. And hopefully that should keep everything even and fair. Because there's only one way to get through this one. Face what you caused. I feel like we can begin with some rolls. Let us start with a perception on the... So Pills, to my understanding, the team name is anything with Pills involved, right? Pills has to be in the header. Pills platoon, Pills is... Yeah. So the Pills Shadows, as we continuously create new names for, is going to give me a perception check at advantage. Miss Ellie will be the aide. As she's like... She plummets down. You hear cracked. That in which you stand. Miss Ellie gives off more whiffs of grand scents in the air. Olston. The interface is as such. On the left-hand side is your toolbar as a player. At the top left should be a little character token. On that should be the first one selected. To your right is a little square brackets. That is your select icon. That is the majority tool you will have present. The one beneath it is for selecting targets. You can completely avoid that by using the T button when you hover over a target. It'll have an outline of your chosen character, which looks to be green to my understanding. The measuring tool allows you to drag a ruler on the screen when you click on it and measure stuff. The beauty of the way this is set up, though, is when you click on it, your token or any token and hover over another, you won't be able to see that now because you can't see anyone else yet. But when you later have control of your token and see others, you will be able to hover over and it'll give a feat of distance on how far the enemies are or not, for you to help measure and gauge your skills and abilities. The game updates to walls in the scene, so it's going to be really of what you can and cannot see. If you can't see it, your character itself, when selected, won't be able to, but when selected out, once a part of the team, you'll be able to see the general team view. So if you're not sure if you can see it, just click on your token and that usually answers the question, but I can always help you out with that as we go. If you double click your token, can you see your token currently? You should be able to see it right here if it was set up correctly.
No, I don't see it. I did see it maybe like a few minutes ago.
Click and drag right here.
Yes, now I do.
Beautiful. So if you double click that token, it'll open up your character sheet. Do you see that?
I do.
Beautiful. On the left-hand side, the big 15 is your AC. That's what I need to hit. Immediately beneath that is your movement speed. To the left is your initiative. You will click, when you hover over that, it should turn to a red dice. You will click that when I say roll initiative. You can also click the initiative dice on the little banner that pops up, which you'll see later, most likely. Your proficiency is a +3. It's automatically added to all of your rolls. You almost do not have to do any math, but it's absolutely good to make sure it is mathing correctly, because I totally don't cheat you guys all the time. In that, when you hover over everything, it should be hypertext. Everything should have like a red aura. If it turns red, you can click it and it will pop up a roll prompt. Go ahead and click on a button now to practice a roll of your choosing.
Okay, I did that.
And then go all the way through, like where it says rolling. You can choose normal, disadvantage, choose whatever you want just to get the feel for it. And then when you get through the final prompt, it should roll into the chat on the right-hand side, and you should see a dice appear over your screen.
It says there's no combat encounter.
Oh, what are you clicking on? Sorry.
Sorry, I
guess
clicked
that matters.
initiative.
You're so genius. You always people find the way to click the one thing that will never work in the demo. I love it. Click anything but initiative. Sorry. Click a skill. Let's start with that. Let's do perception of your own. I see you have a +7. Impressive. Let's see if that is in favor of your roll. Oh, there's the nat 20 right out of the box. Waking up to a massive... The entire cavern shakes and rumbles as Pills and Hazel and Miss Allie hear this plain as day and can imagine that it's just this new parfum in the air that lingers like an unnecessary aroma of spoiled eggs and guano. Otherwise, you now realize, the three of you on the left-hand side, that there's a breeze, and the breeze is going against you, going further into the cave behind you in which you previously were, welcoming the scent of what it is you avoided. Orston, below and further ahead of you is where this threat lies. Immediately, you feel that you are safe, but your curiosity piques. If a threat runs away, that means they must no longer be guarding their units. Or perhaps you'll find something more in the phantasmal sense. With that, you are all active. Orston, you should be able to click and move your character by dragging and or using the arrow keys. Using the arrow keys will force collide you against walls. Dragging will make you run into walls all the time. So, you decide. I don't know what player's preference, actually. But imagine if you could see it, you could drag to it.
Okay.
Did we get our level up character sheets?
Of course not. Why would I want you guys to be stronger? Hold on. I let me fix that real quick. 1 second. Let me not do that. Let's do that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got you a sweet.
Oh, thank you. You didn't want any more?
Oh no, I can eat this,
Oh, I'll eat the rest of it.
and you can eat the white. I can do one.
Well, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes. I can eat yourself. My food.
Yeah,
My
thank you. I got ice cream. You guys did. Alright. Shut it down. Okay, Hazel, you should be good. Go ahead and verify it for me. I'm on Pills next. Don't worry, Pills. You're coming in hot. Basically, just make sure your spells, hit dice, features, and class stuff is correct. None of your weapons, items, inventory, languages should have changed. Pills, you are complete. Go ahead and check.
I hate to ask another question, but
Uh-huh.
speaking of items, did you have a chance to do that book thing?
Of course. It's gonna appear in your inventory in just a minute.
Thanks.
Absolutely, I got
Looks
you.
good.
So, as that's brewing in the background, what do you guys do? Floor is yours. We see Orsten is moving down the hall. He sees a bunch
Did
of.
we
Go ahead.
Did we hear the Minotaur's
Oh yeah.
scream thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit. It's like the only way to go is either through the shit or back close to the Minotaur.
No, there's a whole cave of possibilities. We call it the Cave of Wonders.
I'm gonna gently nudge.
You can fuck down there. Ellie is going.
It's through the shit.
Yeah, she walked down there. She's a bear.
Fair enough.
And that Miss Ellie hits the river as the water runs, or this like water canal. As this water hits it, going toward the east side, Miss Ellie's thankful body weight prevents it from pulling her further. However, you could imagine Hazel and pills, etc. If you were to get caught in it without something like Miss Ellie to protect you, it could be strong enough to river rapid you. Orlston heads down. As you hit this little safe hall, you head out to the opening in which you originally found your way through. The loud roar came from this side. You immediately sniff the air. You're not sure whether it's mice or rat, but there is rodent in the air. The sense of such beauties lead you this way, if you dare be so curious. Meanwhile, everyone here. Can I get your guys' Verbines to give me survival checks? Rolly will always appear in combat. Otherwise, he's assumed successful.
Sit on her back.
Yeah, me and Will are gonna ride on Ellie across this water.
You got it. You guys run across. And then roll for your Verbines for Sasha and not Martin, but Will Defoe.
Oh, Will was on Ellie also.
No. This is just a survival to see what they took in as they were running with you, like what they can share, because they were technically behind you guys about 10 feet. This isn't to cross the river. They got to cross 5. Beautiful. Will Defoe begins to snicker at Sasha. And Sasha, what's she got? Or he, see, I keep forgetting to. Not too shabby. 12. He shrugs in agreement. And they both look at you and they go like this. And they kind of do like a horn goring like gesture.
Yep, let's go.
I think we should send Raph first because he's the biggest guy.
Is he with us?
Yeah, he's
Raph?
considered with you guys here. When they, him
Okay.
and Martin are
He's
considered.
but he should go first.
Martin runs up and he goes, "All right." Oh, sorry, not Martin. Wrath. All right. Let me check this bridge out. Meanwhile, Alston, as you come following in pursuit, you see a massive skeletal creature. It's back in the passing, heading in the same direction you were being drawn to. Now, if this large creature were to kill anything, that would benefit you, as long as this creature doesn't notice you, which is something you're particularly good at. However, the creature also came from below. They must have had something there to be sleeping there, or to merit their purpose. Where do you find yourself in curiosity stance?
Curious to see if there's treasure.
Do you head south then?
Yes.
You head south. As you do, you notice there seems to be a little catacomb home of which this creature laid. There are swords and shanks and other debris, and of it you may give me an investigation check as you pilfer the once sleeping arrangements of a skeletal being.
I just click investigation.
Mhm.
Okay.
Correcto. You take a little longer than you anticipated, considering that what could such a large creature hide in its belongings? However, it's a good thing you do. There's this very small satchel tucked away up to the side. Do you take it?
I absolutely take the satchel.
As you do, it feels moderate in weight. It's not super heavy. It's not like it's lugging it around, but you couldn't possibly determine just off of a whim of what it would be. You'd have to look inside. But at the same time, you probably wouldn't want to get caught here either.
I look inside.
You take the time to look inside. As you do, you search. Bloop. As you peek, go ahead and give me 3d4 real quick.
How do I do that one more time?
So on your chat, on the on the right hand side, on the very bottom, you'll see the little polyhedra dice icons. You can click it, the D4 4 times, or you can click it once and change the number in the algorithm, and then click roll or enter to push it to the chat. Very nice. What happened to my?
Wait, I did that wrong. Okay, let me do that one more time. You said 3d4?
Correct. There you go. Nice. Nope. One sec. Keep the number 12 in mind. You find 12 dry-looking beans inside this bed. Jack would be proud. You're not sure what any of them do, but they're there. Meanwhile, on the other side, further north, you guys hear this. Rolly goes, "Oh, guys, well, I checked this out. Check this out." And he holds out what looks to be a hilt of a blade that he found from beneath the guano debris. He seems proud, as he normally does with his oily hair and unkempt stature. And he goes, "When one or two of us could probably pass, but after, we risk it collapsing. Me or Ali will absolutely do damage in passing. What are your choices?"
Could Ellie jump over there?
Of course. The water looks like it's rough enough to take you down.
Ellie could go last.
Yeah. But she could jump, in case.
Could be.
I guess the rat should go first.
I'm small too.
Ugh.
Then go.
She's like, "Then get out of here, then. What you talking for?" I love it.
Yeah, Pill's
I just
gonna
realized these walls weren't up.
like kind of crawl across it, almost on all fours.
As you do,
Nice.
go ahead and give me a stealth. No, trying to think. Are you? Do you have good stealth?
Who, me?
Are you better in performance or stealth? I guess is the question.
Better in stealth.
Give me a stealth check as you scurry across the ledge.
Oh, better than performance or stealth? Yeah, better than performance.
Then do a performance instead.
Ooh.
Beautiful. You so easily, like the Pink Panther on all fours, across. And Will Dafoe follows you with perfect synchrony.
Where's Charles, actually?
Charles died. The frog ate him.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
R.I.P. Charles.
He'll come back.
You're welcome. Okay.
Tomorrow.
I'm also trying to cross the
Tomorrow.
bridge.
You cross next. Do you just cross willy-nilly, or do you just try to do it so
I
super
say so.
skillfully?
Ellie's waiting in the back. Was it stop?
Oh,
You
yes,
would do the
how you-
same. Yeah, how do you
Oh,
want to
just
pass it?
walking over there.
Okay, you can just walk normally as you do.
I'm just trying to be careful, but just walking over there.
You hear a couple of weens and wanes and creaks of nature, but nothing breaks, nothing falls. You hear the water running.
But
Below. Wrath is like, you're all looking great. Someone should have took my hilt. As he's looking at his newfound item and wondering if that's going to add weight.
You can throw it across.
Splendid idea. He's the master thrower, so let's see how he does. He should be fine, right? I mean, he chucks stuff all the time.
At least it
Nope.
rocks.
Yeah. Let's see. All right.
Oh my god.
He chucks it and he like slips and the hilt shatters the bridge. Huh. He watches as you guys all see the hilt.
Is it
Walk
flowing
away.
away?
It's flowing away.
Shit. You mage hand? You can mage hand it?
I have mage hand, yes.
All right, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand as he quickly try to throw a mage hand forward.
Shit.
Like slapping water just for fun. You see the water just pat aside, uncertain what that was. Was it a fish? As struggles happen north, Orlston, you have a bag of 12 beans inside. The creature continues its pursuit forward, and you yearn to see what it leaves in its wake. What do you do?
I accidentally clicked identify on the thing in my inventory. Was that bad?
No, that's fine. Let's say that you give me an Arcana at advantage. Let's see how familiar you are with this item. You look at it and you've seen this before. You're a thief. You've come across items of such nature. You don't remember what each and every one does, but you understand that they do something upon throwing them like pop rocks on the floor. The exact purpose is not fully known. What else would you like to do?
I hate to ask. What are my options?
There's no initiative at this time. You can continue to follow the creature. You can explore the rest of the cave of your own well-being. Overall, it's pretty much open exploration for you. I keep hinting in terms of description of like something up north is occurring, blah, blah, blah. And that's just, out of character for you to know what's happening. At no point do you have to pursue it in any way because they don't actually know of your existence either. So you're just kind of a individual taking advantage of a situation in which you woke into.
I'm kind of following an animal around?
Yeah, you're following around a beast of nature that dwells in this cavern, and you figured what it kills becomes your game because you'd be picking up its loot that it obviously doesn't seem to care for, more so whatever's disturbing it.
Where is the animal heading?
North.
Okay, I follow it north, but stay behind it hidden.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check. At advantage, due to its nature of not knowing where you are. And go ahead and call it out for me. I crashed, so I'm reconnected.
Call out what it does? What the roll is?
What the result is, yeah.
It was a 16 plus 4 plus 6, so 26.
Very nice. As you go about creeping forward, you see ahead of you the back of a massive skeletal-like being. It almost has the hooves of a cow and muscular talons of an arm-strong man. But on top of its head are these devil-like horns. No skin, no flesh. Not even a putrid smell of buzzing bees, just pure skeletal force. It is undead in every nature, and it looks like it is on a rampage to hurt whatever it is it will find. It is following something. You're about, I'd say, 40 feet away from it safely at this time. It's coming across a corner, and around that corner, you hear a echo. The rest of you hear Miss Ellie. She notices that this thing is closing in. She says it's large and it's mean to Hazel, and holding a weapon of uncertain devices, but present nonetheless. How
Okay,
do you
jump,
guys respond?
jump across.
Okay, Ellie's jumping.
She backs up and she rushes right past Wrath and jumps in beautiful quad form, flies right over, and then goes into a roll, blubber catching all impact, and then just doing like a big sigh of relief as it lays flat on their back with their arms wide for a brief moment, and then just catches their brief reprieve